Hello, my name is Rachel, and today I would like to review and discuss Santosha with you. Santosha is a niyama, and niyamas are the second limb to Patanjali's eight-limb yoga path. And Santosha means contentment. And I think in order to practice Santosha, we need to reach internally and think about, what contentment means to us. I really think that, we can find contentment in where we are in our life, right? Off the mat, we can find a way to be content in our careers or content with where our careers are at. And that's not necessarily to mean like that we don't have ambitions or we don't have goals or things that we're striving for. Um, in a materialistic sense, you know, you can be content with the home that you're living in and still have dreams and goals and ambitions at the same time of maybe moving and living in another country or maybe moving to a different neighborhood and building that dream house. So it having contentment in your life doesn't necessarily mean a lack of ambitions or goals. I think um, it means having gratitude for where you're at, gratitude for what you have, gratitude in your space, gratitude in your abilities, um, gratitude for where you have um, come in your career. So from starting here to getting here, even if the goal is here, you can be content in your path to that place or that thing that you want. So to bring that to the mat and how you would be content in practicing your asana, I think that we need to self-reflect, right? We need to know self-awareness. Are our bodies, what are our bodies capable of? And, it kind of goes to letting the self judgment go, being kind to yourself, maybe bringing the himsa into this one in a way that you are not judging yourself, not judging your abilities, and accepting where your body's at and what it is capable of, and being content in that, knowing that that can change also, right? So you can have a goal of a certain asana, a certain pose, and maybe you aren't um, able to accomplish the full pose yet. That's something that's okay. That's something to have contentment in. I'm actually one that struggles with the splits, right? So I think to be able to recognize that, and when you're on the mat, to accept where you're at in a certain pose and to be content and feel good in that space, finding peace and easiness in that pose where you're at is practicing Santosha. So, to give an example, you know, a lot of people um, want to go into, say, a forward facing pigeon pose. And I have warmed up, so make sure you warm up before you do this. Um, But to go into a forward facing pigeon, we see a lot of yogis. They just come up and they bring it up and they come in and they come across. And it just seems so simple for them, right? Well, maybe that's not where your body's at. And that's okay. You need to find contentment where it's at. Maybe your body is more comfortable coming into the pose from a beginner stance. So maybe you start in tabletop and you walk that foot out to the side, right? And then you walk it to the center and walk it all the way over to the opposite hand. And then you drop that knee down. And maybe you're sitting high up. Maybe this is so much pressure here that you might need to add a block or something to rest on, or a bolster or something for you. and find contentment in that space. And that's okay. It's okay to do that. It's okay to accept where you're at and feel easiness there. So I hope you were able to relate to that example, and I look forward to meeting you on the mat again. Thank you. Namaste.